Hello, and welcome back to some more Bazaar. We're gonna be doing some more Dooley, of course. I'm having some trouble with my run today, so hopefully this one goes a little better than the last. I keep getting up to like 9 wins, and then I run into some unbeatable pig builds. But hopefully we can make this one work. I've still been doing skill, and it's been working okay. I did try out enchanted a few times, as some people suggested. I don't know, I just couldn't quite make it work there. Didn't feel like all that different. Okay. So we could potentially get like a dino set up here, so I will grab you. It doesn't help with our skill, but this is a weird one. I think I'm going to still go for Pyro. Kyber Drone is kind of the meta right now, because you could potentially get trained and then do a slow build, but I've done too many of those lately, so we're going to go for the 1 and 4 to get a burn weapon so that I can at least use Final Flame potentially. But yeah, I also did get the new stash. It's so cute. Look at him. He's just a little guy. He like opens his mouth and you get items to eat them. He's adorable. He's so cute. Would recommend. He's in like the weekly shop, so he only got like a week and then he's gone forever. He's very cute. I love him. It's got a pretty good like stash background. I'll show you that one in a sec. Yeah, our team has been like killing it. I've loved like all the stuff they've done. It's been very, very good. Anyway, back to the run. So hopefully we can get like maybe an ignition core run going or something along those lines would be nice. Key's probably not what we're looking for, but we could potentially get something good here. I think we'll grab Micro Dave. It's not the best one, but it at least does work with what I have. We'll take burn as well. Just the more burn you can stack, the better it goes. Okay, so this could potentially get us flamethrower. It didn't. It got us another Micro Dave. Interesting. So here's a bit of a weird one. So I could refresh this and then go for a rocket launcher, but I have to sell like my full board. So I think instead we sell this and then just grab blast doors.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
It's like it's the safer play. It's a little bit less like it doesn't have as much of a high end. Like if you get rocket launcher with Final Flame on day one, usually you just win because once it goes off, they get like 30 burn. I think Blasters is a good call here. We'll see. I don't know if Micro Dave will be enough to do the damage, especially with them having bandages with showcase buffs, or with wrist warriors. What's buffing actually? Well, I guess we'll find out. I think we lose this. Unfortunately, I have some very slow smalls powering Micro Daves. Yeah, I think we get cooked here. That is a very crazy day one, by the way. You got Healthy Hoarder, and then Showcase, and then a bunch of weapons. That's some pretty good shops you got. I don't know, I've been getting killed by pigs a ton lately. I don't even know if they're that strong, but just every time I see them, they cook me, man. He just gets me. Alright, well, we'll take Hamlet, I guess. Well, I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. And we'll upgrade our blast doors. I really need like some better smalls if we're gonna use Micro Dave. I don't think we're using him long term, but he'll be enough to beat the PvP at least. We're going for this one because we could potentially get Insect Wing. We could get like Rush. We could get Probo, but that would just be another slow build, and I feel a little bit bad about doing that. But maybe it is kind of like the Dooley meta right now to do all the slow builds, but. Hopefully we can get a burn build going. I've liked the burn builds a lot lately, even though they're definitely not as strong as the slow ones in my opinion, but they're still pretty solid. High is totally fine. Just a nice little passive. Excuse me. We'll go for Mattel.
No sale.
Not a great set here. I think that's a skip. Alright, we've had some rough shops so far. Hopefully we get a ignition core. We did. So take that. And then we'll go for JJ and hopefully get some good stuff for the left side here. I mean, these are a little rough, I'm going to be honest, but we'll take Flintstones. We'll put in you to buff that. I don't really have enough for a refresh, so I guess we just leave. This is a weird one. Not a great start, but we do have crude tools, which is extremely important for going for an ignition core build. Because you can fill up your board pretty easily with non-weapons, or non-tech rather, and then this will give your ignition core -1 cooldown, so you can see it's 6 instead of 7 already, which is quite a big buff when it comes to status effects. It allows you to double apply them pretty quick. Super nice. And you can see once we get at least a little bit of burn, most characters just kind of fold. So very, very good early to get the final flame. As long as they don't have shield anyway. Shield kind of ruins your damage. Right. We'll check. Well, I think we'll just take more HP actually. It's a little bit of a weird one, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, upgrading Flintstone's actually pretty good. It increases the scaling on it pretty significantly. And we'll go for Street Gamer because we could potentially get tickets. Always nice. Yo-Yo can be pretty useful sometimes, and Small Refreshers. So those are all pretty good. The Pickles is actually not a bad one to get either because you can transform them. And it'll keep spitting out. Like, it'll keep upgrading Pickles, so you can pretty easily get like a bunch of Diamond Smalls with that, which is quite nice. Yeah, you can see it's doing like does quite a lot of burn early on. The Flintstones. It's just a little slow because unfortunately it gets slowed down by the core, but it's still not a bad source. Okay, Yo-Yo's not too bad. I'd love to, if we can get it upgraded, that would be ideal, because right now it's not doing too much, but Hamlet also not doing much here. I don't think he's worth upgrading, to be honest. Or Hamlet. So Crude Tools is probably a good one to do. We could also do the Yo-Yo. I don't know if the Yo-Yo's gonna stick around long term. Wow, our items are so slow. I think we actually go for Crude Tools just to make it a little bit faster. Because it's quite a good item. And it double charges the core, essentially. So, alright, we'll do Eating Contest here. I'd love to get another item, but unfortunately didn't quite work out. So we'll just go for this. Should still be plenty to beat a Vanessa, unless it's a Poison Vanessa with a bunch of shield. Poison with shield will probably cook us, but it's like we're against Sea Dog Saloon. They do have a jellyfish. They're trying to mostly buff. Oh god, obsidian seaweed. Okay, we might be dead. We might be dead. Depends how much burn we can output. I'm not entirely sure, because we are going to be pretty slow, which is kind of irritating. But seaweed early is just a brutal item to go against. We'll see. Yeah, see, it's just like a. Oh, come on. Nope. Nope. Good old seaweed. Yeah, this item is ridiculously strong early on if you have an aquatic setup. Look at that. It's a full heal. While also doing damage. It's crazy. Right. Nothing good there, so we'll check our Kev. Again. Nothing great. I could go for you, but we just don't have any shielding, so it's like a 7-second item, which... I'm just gonna take the free item here, because at least I know... Well, he's another tech, so that makes us even slower. Man, it's not cooperative today, is it? Do we beat Marianas? I think we do. I think we do. The Blaster should keep us alive while we apply a bunch of burn to him. And he's pretty weak to burn. He doesn't have any shielding or healing. So it stacks up pretty quick, and it should cook him. There it goes. Nice and easy.
I will sink this city to the mud.
Alright, we're probably going to transform that if we see a Mandala pretty soon. Actually, just going to go for a tool here, because... Okay, well, that's not a good... It's not a great one either. A bit of an awkward spot here, really. I guess heavy metal. I don't really want to refresh this, and it at least does something. Mountain Pass is good, but we really need, like, an item that does something here. None of those really do anything. I mean, welding helmet's at least something. You know it's sad when you're picking up a welding helmet, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, so we have a little bit of shielding. We've got a little bit more burn. I think it's an okay pickup. I don't think it's great, but it's what we've got. So he's a Micro Dave with weaponized core. Very strange setup here. I don't know about this one. I guess we'll see how it performs. So he's trying to buff up basically the nanobots and then kill me with them. And nanobots are very strong early. I think blasters will save us though. He doesn't have much in terms of survivability. Yep, there we go. He almost got us. The nanobots just do a ton of damage early on. They're a 4-second item that was quite a lot. It's getting scaled by weaponized. Yeah. Microdave wasn't contributing too much. I guess he was there just to give them burn for the skill, but We'll check mediums.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
Yeah, that's a selection of items, alright. Nothing I really want there. I guess we refresh, but I'm not loving any of this. We'll take schematics. It is newly nerfed. Well, not that new anymore, but it's nerfed schematics, so we might not even be able to use it. Grab small tool. Yeah, we can't use Chris. He slows down my flintstones. None of these guys have anything I want, so let's go for trash down because he has a ticket. And we could potentially get the, with ignition core, the doggo. That's like Burn Howl or something. One of the new relics is crazy good. So hopefully we can show that off. But for that, I need to get this ticket or from another monster or spend 20 gold on a ticket. So we'll see. We'll see. So we're still pretty slow. We do have a little bit better defenses with the welding helmet and blast doors, but it's a pretty slow setup. I'd love to get faster items. We just haven't found any yet. Sheila Brass Knuckles, unfortunately not what we're looking for, but it's another potential transform target. I can't really afford to go for skills yet. We still really need items to fill out this part that aren't complete trash. That's not going to do it, JJ. Okay, Plasma Grenade is a good one. So we can just pop that in. Probably instead of you. We're losing more and more burn on our Flintstones, but it is what it is. Anyway, this will set off Hamlet a bunch, which will help charge the core. So it's a pretty good one. And this is a nice side effect of tools being good now is that side hustle actually gives you money now, which is crazy. Go for Mountain Pass. Scoville's a little tricky, especially if I'm going to be keeping Plasma Grenade on the board, but we should still be fine. Maybe. Maybe. He doesn't really have much I want. We could get an upgrade for Fiery. Cinders would be nice. Black Pepper is usually a pretty reasonable pickup. Otherwise, I don't know. We could do like a pickled pepper thing. I've always kind of wanted to try it, but we haven't really had the chance before. Okay, we cooked them. It was no problem. I'm sorry, Scoville. I always feel bad fighting this guy. Let's see what we get. Okay, we did get pickled peppers. I could put it in instead of welding on it. It might just be okay. And there's our schematics pull, but not very good. Get rid of most of this stuff at this point. Would that be better than welding helmet? It's like our only fast item is the issue. It might be better than like Flintstones, but I can't get rid of just Flintstones. I think we're fine on burn for now. Let's keep that in just because it's a fast item, but I'll hold on to pickled peppers. We could potentially like use a battery on it or I don't know, something. There's something we could do with it. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, so it's a dino build. Yeah, Anki, Dinosaur, Dinosaur, and Primal Gore. Okay, so he's got a pretty solid one for day 5. He's already got a bunch of golds and stuff too. So they're going to eat one of our smalls, unfortunately, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. They have a ton of shields, so they'll almost certainly just kill us here. There's not really much I can do about it. Because yeah, we do like no damage to shields, and they have a ton of shield from Anki and Primal Core Dinosaur, so just how it is. Yeah, it's those two mostly. All right, not the best start. Not the best start. We'll go for Mountain Pass again, I guess. Okay, these are pretty good ones. So we got some extra burn. These are all useful, so pretty nice. Pretty nice pickup. So now we're gonna look in here. We're gonna try and find Firefly. Would be a very nice one to get because it works very well with Plasma Grenade. We didn't get it. Pylon is pretty good with Plasma Grenade. Spider's okay. Solar Farm is pretty nice as well. Although we don't have any fast burns still. We're still kind of stuck. I think I gotta skip. Like, I don't... Like, they're both solid, but I just don't see a way to use it here. Screen another Plasma Grenade would be okay. We could get Jury Rigger. We could do something with Keg. Pretty good options there. Yeah, we really need, like, some fast items. We're just not finding them. Or some way to speed up Plasma Grenade would be nice as well to make Hamlet go a little quicker. Or ideally replace Hamlet with a Firefly, but we just haven't seen one yet. Okay, Noxious Potion, not very useful. First, we're going to use this on the core because it gives it a lower cooldown and better scaling at the same time. Very nice. So we can dump this. We're probably not using Ring King Gauntlets, but it's some nice little econ. I could click this, it'd probably be decent, but we're gonna look for small items here. There's our Firefly and a fully upgraded Plasma Grenade. Look at that. Okay. Probably not gonna use Hamlet, so I think I just sell them. I can sell these two at this point. Don't love any of those. So, it might be... Blast Doors might be expired. I think we're fine to pop this out at this point. Let's try. We'll try Pickled Peppers. Why not? I'm just thinking that, like, Plasma Grenade plus Firefly will do a whole lot of burn, which will probably generate some nice, nice setup for that. I don't think we're using Yo-Yo at this point. I think I just sell the coconut, to be honest. I'm too lazy to Mandala. So we're just gonna... just to get some extra HP here. Alright, so we're still losing Dooley, so there's a good chance that we'll be okay. Main issue is we have a fairly long startup time now, because we're waiting for the Plasma Grenade to go off. Against a Rex build, so it depends what he eats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he gets to eat one thing. We'll see. There's a lot of things he could eat. Yep, okay. Well, I guess we won't see how that does then. Okay, yeah. Alright. Never mind. And we might actually still just win because of the... nope, we're one tick off. Oh, just my luck. Just my luck. Okay. 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 Fine. Man, that was a terrible build I just lost to, so that's not a good sign. We really need a faster start, but I just cannot, for the life of me, find anything. Please give me something. Alright, we'll just do, okay, we'll go for this. So this will spam the Firefly quite a lot. It also gives us some haste on the board, which is nice. Again, very slow start, but I just cannot for the life of me find anything faster. Again, we could get a ticket, would be very nice here. Slow on the starter is pretty brutal, but is what it is. Right. So now you can see it kind of working. This guy goes off by a lot. It does get like a lot of burn, the pickled peppers. And maybe if we're able to get some better haste from the pylon, it could be reasonable. Like, that's 100 burn. It's not awful. It could certainly be worse. It might have done as much as the core. No, I doubt it. Okay, it didn't. It did, like, as much as the Firefly, almost. Granted, it did only go off one time. So. Alright, we're definitely going to take this so we have at least a little bit of survivability, because we had to remove our all of our survival items. Flintstones is back again. We'll check Raccoon. Because I could, oh, I was gonna say I would love a pylon upgrade for some extra haste. Sell the crypto. So what do we want here? We could sell, or we could replace the peppers with like Glamora Flintstones, maybe. Wouldn't be great. It's probably better, but I don't know. Okay, we'll give you another shot, pickled peppers. We'll give you one more try. I feel like it could be good. Might as well put it over... well, no, because that eats... I was going to say, we could put it over there, but it eats the Final Flame, which I don't think is worth it. If I didn't have Final Flame, I'd put it over there, because then we could buff it. Because it's not really contributing much to the core going off, so we might as well put it on the right. But... alright, Beast of Burden. I haven't seen one of these in a while. So it doesn't have too many items. He does have an Obsidian Matchbox, which is obnoxious. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, and I'm dead. Yeah, this is not going well, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we'll get saved by no, we didn't. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those are terrible. Like complete garbage. Huh. Alright, we pray for Dualtron, I guess. I don't know what else to do. It gave me utter trash. So we'll chuck that on there. Maybe we can get like a spider or something, or a beetle or something, but good lord, please give me some items. Holy crap. This is so bad.
This bazaar is a money card.
Okay, we're gonna put this in, and we're gonna put, I guess, Glamora. It's some slow, I guess. Gonna put the Mantis. It's okay, but not really what I'm looking for.
I would never debase my
Okay, Uzi, we got a fast item for once in my life. Incredible. And then nothing else very good here. We go for Burninator, we could get an upgrade for Toxic Pylon. We could also get Slow Burn, both of which would be quite strong here. The rest of these items don't matter too much, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we're still kind of at the mercy of RNG for what Toxic Pylon actually hastes. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. The start of this game has been just brutal. I don't know how people are like bragging, oh yeah, I get 20 wins in a row isn't that bad. And I'm like, what the heck, man? Like, I'm out here fighting like indestructible pigs every game. I don't know what you guys are fighting against. Alright, egg could be good. Nope, I was hoping for a slow buff, but no such luck. AC Wallace, so we'll hang on to him. If I remember, I'll transform him and maybe we'll get something good. I mean, I guess we'll pray that we win this next fight. Okay, it's a Vanessa. They got a similarly garbage record to me, so there's a chance.
It makes this more fun.
Alright, it's a boulder. It's an 18-second boulder. They do have some slow and haste, and they also have a revive. We've got like some freeze, we got a bunch of slow. I think we should be okay here. Hopefully. Okay, we got there. We got there, we got there.
Less blunder, more plunder.
It's a little close. Not that close, but... Alright, we almost got 4 wins, maybe. It's gonna be very, very, very difficult to get to 10, because we're gonna have to fight through, like, 7 pigs. Like, it's not even kinda reasonable. I think we're just doomed. Unless we get, like, a really good enchant, which we didn't. I'm just gonna go for this, and I guess we'll hope that we blow them up fast enough. That's the plan. I was hoping for shielding or healing so we could try to stay alive, but this one's okay if you can, like, burst them down really fast, but I don't know. We'll check Pig, I guess. I don't think Mac has anything that would help us here. Pig does either, to be honest, which he did not, but we'll take the income, I guess. None of these really matter too much. I guess we'll go for Terraform, because he's got at least some kind of fun stuff. It's like, Flashy Reload lets me get more Plasma Grenade shots. We could use Shot Glasses is pretty funny with, like, Pylon, maybe like Dualtron or something. Biomerge Arm is, like, interesting, but I don't know where I would use it. There's a couple spots. Like, there's a couple items here, at least okay. Torpedo is not one of those items, but I guess it's some money. Could be worse. Maybe. Right. What do we got next? So we could go for some... Chocolate bars are smalls. There's not really many smalls that we'd want, to be honest. I think we'll just go for the chalky bars. Oh, and we did also miss all the tickets. I guess I could have played a bit differently and maybe got it, but... Looks like there was a transform opportunity, but... Eh. So, unfortunately, fiber optics kind of doesn't work with crude tools, and it's very hard to get, like, something fast leftmost. Like, I could do Uzi, but it's already at, like, 4 seconds. I don't think it's worth it. Yet another Vanessa. They're very common lately. Seeing a lot of, like, Vanessas and Dooley seem to be very popular this season. Shielded Tortuga is very unfortunate, because the shield usually cooks us, but okay, we got there with the... I don't think the crit mattered, but luckily the obsidian on the ignition core does let us kind of shoot through, or like chew through shields a little bit better than burn builds normally are able to. Yeah, you can see we're very, it's a very delicate build. Oh, there's another transform. Alright, let's see what we get. We could get like Icy Plasma Grenade, which would be hilarious.
There's no one keeping track of reality.
Instead, we got Icy Arc Blaster, which is pretty much worthless, unfortunately. Almost sold it, but we'll hold on to it. Maybe we'll get another transform. I don't think we really need crits. Any unique skill? Yeah, there's a couple unique skills that we could make use of.
Don't want to overload you.
Honestly, I think we just go for Burning Shield again. We really need like some kind of survivability, so we'll just take it. I'll go for Trash Titan because you could get some fun stuff with like Firefly Pylon. We'll see how this goes. There we go. So it's really starting to... Like, this pops off pretty hard after, like, 5 or 6 seconds, but that is a long time in this game, unfortunately. Okay, we got a Catalyst, so it's another free transform on our Icy. Could be something good. It was Icy Plasma Grenade, which is very funny. Okay, so Icy Plasma Grenade is just kind of mean. So this one is freeze all enemy small items for 2 seconds. So we could get rid of our coolant for it. It gives up a little bit of burn defense and survivability in exchange for Icy Plasma, but I think it's probably worth it. We'll check here because Crude Tools upgrade would be very nice. Nothing. It's a little late for pivot there. Okay, well this guy's gonna cook us. He's got a very good record. I think we are in a bad spot here. Alright, so we're against another Tortuga. This is a healing one. He's got Pufferfish. He's got some poison set up. It's a bit of a slow start, luckily, so we might have a chance to get set up on him. And we do freeze like all of his items. See, it's just so mean. Okay, we did win. I think we won just because of Icy Plasma, so it was definitely a good addition. Even if it's just 1 ammo, I mean, 6 seconds, freeze all items for all enemy smalls for 2. Because smalls are very important in this current meta, for sure. So, I'd say it's working. Nothing good there. So we could use Beetle. So we'd like replace Icy Plasma with this. I could see it. Let's try it out. Icy Plasma is extremely good, but this could be potentially better. It depends how fast it goes off. We'll have to see. Silver or lower tier item. Hold on to that for a sec, but it's probably going to go onto the Plasma Grenade if we end up using it. We'll see how this does.
You're huge. Do you have any huge items?
Nothing good there.
Fail and fail, right?
Shops are scamming us a bit. We're going to over Trash Titan again, because again, getting the Toxic Pylon to go off more would be quite nice. And we'll see how much the Beetle actually fires. Because if the Beetle fires pretty frequently, like... I don't think that's as good. Like, it was fairly quick. I don't think it's as good as the Plasma Grenade, especially upgraded. Okay, and we got Juggler as well. That's extremely good. Let's put in the Plasma Grenade. Upgrade it. I don't think it really matters where we put this one, so... we'll leave it there. Any smalls? Yeah, we could get upgrades for either of these. Would be quite good. We'll take a look at our... NFT's fun, but it doesn't work in this current build. Like, we could use it instead of Uzi, I guess, but... the extra damage on Uzi can be nice, so we'll leave it. We don't have any shielding. I'll do a refresh here. Do we have any vehicles? I don't believe so. Oh, exposing toxins, definitely. We spam out a ton of poison, and so we'll now have at least a little bit of crit. We already had a tiny bit, but we'll have a little bit more, and it's another pig. So we're in like the pig gauntlet at this point. So it's a Silk Scarf, Crusher Claw kind of setup. He doesn't have many smalls that matter, unfortunately. His scarf is luckily not that big. Like, usually they're a little scarier than that, so... I think we're actually okay. Oh god, that was close. Why is this 4? Oh, it's Obsidian. Okay, I was like, it's only 2k, but we just barely won. But we got there, we got there. Yeah, pigs are terrifying, man. They're so spooky. Look at the health this man has, too. Chew through like 15,000 while he's got a 4k item on board. It's crazy. Right. Oh, we did get healing. I could replace this. I don't think it's worth it. It's good, but not worth overriding it. So I think we'll put it on you, because it's a reasonable amount of healing. It's 70, and this thing goes off all the time. So I think it's worth it. Another upgrade. We're going to upgrade the Icy Plasma Grenade, I guess. It's probably the best bet. Like, we could do this guy for a little bit of extra healing, but there's lots of ways to get burned on him, so I'm not too worried about that. And extra, extra Plasma Grenade shots are very good. Again, Beetle's probably not bad, but I don't want to mess with what we've got going on. We're going to do Lower the Waste, because he could get this skill here, which would be very good with Obsidian Ignition Core. We'll see what happens here. There we go. It's a little bit of a slow start, especially if we don't have the haste from Pylon land on one of our grenades, but hopefully we can find something to help with that at some point. Toxic letter opener is not going to be particularly useful, unfortunately. I could go for, try to find an upgrade for this, but I think instead we're just going to get some extra HP. And then we will see what Andy's got here. Nothing. I mean, I'll take battery. I don't think we're going to use it right now, but if we could get the core down lower, like with diamond scrap or similar, we probably wouldn't need the crude tools anymore, and then I could swap in like a battery for a faster start. So we're against Pylon, weak point, shielded. So he's like the full slow build. Unluckily for him, so we have a much faster start. We also have like pretty good flat damage, and we have the full board freeze here, which is pretty devastating to the slow builds. Yeah, this is just a mean item. Getting carried by a plasma grenade for sure. And unfortunately, I did say like, oh, well, we won't do. Oh, Toxic Flame would be amazing if we could find it. We won't do another slow build, but unfortunately, it's just kind of what Dooley's good item is right now. So we're working with what we got after a terrible start.
Sometimes I sell stuff.
Nothing good. Alright, so we did finally get here. We're going to go for diamond skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get another 10% cooldown is pretty good. Pretty good. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's also not terrible. It's pretty much okay. Starting at 3.4, which is pretty good. We'll check non-weapon items because there's a couple that could be okay, but we didn't get any of them.
I suppose you'll go by a weapon instead.
We're gonna go for Lord of Wastes yet again. Same reason. We really want foreboding winds. It's extremely good, especially for stacking crit, which we have like a little bit of. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but it's not bad. Yeah, see, we end up at like 13%. It's not a large amount, but it's a little bit. Clockwork Blade would also be very nice. 4% cooldown reduction. It's like a gold feather or something. It's pretty good. We're just gonna go for a little bit of extra XP. Poison again. Okay, for that. Alright. Unfortunately poison doesn't charge this guy, so it doesn't really matter what I put this on. I don't think it would really do much. Well, it does contribute to the toxins, so I will take it. We'll just put it on Uzi in this case. For a little bit of extra crit. It doesn't do too much, but it's something. It's probably better than like a pylon upgrade, so you don't really need that, which is pretty much the only thing we'd want from pull. Well, we could also have gotten like a 3D printer, but I think it's a little late for a 3D printer setup here. Okay, well this is mean. Why is that one item for 1 second when this says like multicast 7? That's brutal, dude. I mean, I guess I can't be talking because I have this, but still.
You've got talent. You should put it toward
Freeze and chance are just kind of gross in general, huh? In any case, we got it. Oh gosh, that's actually a cool build. He's got Yeti Crab and then Icy Saloon. So this goes off, which sets off the crab a bunch, which charges the crab or the catfish a bunch. It's a cool one. Fortunately for them, we got Icy Plasma Grenade from the old streamer client. Alright, sell these. I could have put it on the core, it might be better. I don't know.
No weapons?
Oh, we finally got Firefly upgrades. Very nice. Now we have a little bit more healing. 20 extra doesn't seem like a lot, but it adds up quite quickly with how often this guy fires off. We're definitely going to go for Curio because we could get slow increases, which we did. This is still at like 1 second, yeah. There we go. So now we have actual like 2 second slow, so we might be able to actually maintain slow on our opponents, which is a novel idea. And we're going to stack a little bit more burn on our little Firefly here because he's given us a bunch of healing. So now he's already up to 130, which is pretty crazy. We already got Juggler, so we'll just go for Lord Arkin. Unwavering would be really nice. Flurry of Blows would be really nice. The rest of this doesn't matter too much. Flips could be funny. I don't really know if I could use it. It'd be pretty hard to fit on the board, but it'd be funny at least. And luckily we froze his Vitality Potion, so it wasn't able to fire from the Eclipse. This item is dumb. Hey, Unwavering. Alright, we're getting some good luck towards the end of the run at least. But we still do have to survive the Pig Gauntlet, so I'm a little skeptical about our odds to actually finish the run at 10, but I mean, it'll be kind of interesting at least. Bonking him with Big Ignition Core. Okay. So reduce everything's cooldown by 6 is obviously what we're going to take here. So now we're down to 3.2, which is pretty crazy. I could upgrade the plasma grenade. We're pretty much never... The fights are never lasting long enough that that matters. So I think I actually just go for gold skills, because we could get something impactful here. None of these matters so far. Unfortunate. Alright, well... Actually, that one's pretty good. Okay, we'll go with Coolantly, because this means that whenever the core goes off, it's going to help charge the plasma grenade, which is one of our most important items for sure. So I think that was a good trade. I think it was better than upgrades. Yeah, because we got Poppy Field, and if we freeze their whole board pretty quick, we're in a good spot. If we don't freeze them, we're kind of doomed. Yeah, see, it charges up by... Makes it charge pretty quick, which is extremely good. Okay, yeah, that's kind of disgusting. Okay, yeah. Coolant Leak was definitely the right play there. It makes this empty really fast, but it locks down an entire board of smalls for... what, 6 seconds total? It's pretty good. And by pretty good, I mean completely busted. We will take this. I'm pretty sure, I haven't done the math, but I'm pretty confident that it'll be, that's worth far more than the regen. Void Colossus also has some amazing stuff we could pick up. Specifically, Void Rage would be crazy. Give us even more haste, potentially. Because the haste from the pylon is good, but it's a little inconsistent. Void Energy would also be good if we got like a surprise shield enchant at the last second somehow. I don't even know what I'd use it on. Oh, look at that. The streamer client continues. So now we have like much more consistent haste, which is very nice. I don't even know what diamond item I'd want other than like diamond scrap. So we're just going to eating contest to get a little bit more HP. Okay. There's a lot of options here. So we could go for the haste ones. Haste would be like... What would it be? It would be... I mean, we're mostly just looking for the crit skill. So we'll go for this one first. There's a few that would be good. I think we actually just go for more freeze. It's pretty important that we lock down the fight. Please don't be pig. Okay, it's Vanessa. Vanessa usually has a ton of smalls, so we've got a chance. We may have scammed out a win with Icy Plasma Grenade from an egg, right? That was crazy. Okay, I think we're good to go, because this is a ton of smalls. Unless it's like a one-shot. It does have fast start, which is a little scary, but... Okay, we're good. That Shark Ray is pretty horrifying, but their full board is frozen, so... Alright, that was pretty disgusting. Yeah, the enchants on Icy... Or the enchants on Plasma Grenade in general probably need to be looked at. They're kind of horrifying. But, I'm very surprised that we got there, but we did. Very fun build. Built a little mean, and definitely a lot of streamer client going on there. If we'd hit like pigs, if we hit like even a single like square pig or fixer upper or something, we'd probably have been cooked. But luckily we managed to dodge them, and we ran into a lot of really good matchups for Icy Plasma Grenades. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.